If you are over 60 and your knees ache the moment you stand up, walk to the kitchen, or climb a single step, I want you to listen very carefully, because what I'm about to tell you may completely change how you think about knee pain. Most people believe knee pain after 60 is simply wear and tear, something you have to live with, something that only gets worse with time. But here's the shocking truth. For the vast majority of seniors, knee pain is not caused by age itself. It's caused by one simple daily habit that almost everyone ignores, and the fix takes just 1 minute a day. Not 10 minutes, not a full workout, not expensive supplements or injections. 1 minute. And if you do it correctly, you can often feel relief faster than you think. Let me ask you a question that may sound uncomfortable, but is incredibly important. Why is it that some people in their 70s and even 80s walk comfortably, travel, garden, and climb stairs without pain, while others in their 60s feel like their knees are bone on bone? The difference is not luck. It's not good genes alone. And it's not that one group magically avoided aging. The difference lies in how the knee joint is being used, supported, and protected every single day, especially by the muscles around it. Once you understand this, knee pain stops being a mystery and starts becoming something you can actually influence. To understand why this 1-minute daily fix works so well, we first need to clear up a dangerous misconception. Many people think the knee is just a hinge, like a door hinge, and when it wears out, there's nothing you can do except take painkillers or consider surgery. But the knee is not a simple hinge. It is one of the most complex joints in the body. It relies heavily on surrounding muscles, tendons, and connective tissue to stay aligned, stable, and pain-free. When those support structures weaken or stop working properly, the knee joint takes stress it was never designed to handle. Over time, that stress turns into inflammation, stiffness, grinding sensations, and pain. Here's the part most seniors are never told. As we age, one specific muscle group quietly shuts down. It doesn't disappear completely, but it becomes lazy, weak, and poorly activated. When this happens, the knee joint loses its natural shock absorption system. Every step sends more force directly into the joint surfaces. And this is where pain begins. The good news is that reactivating this muscle group does not require heavy exercise or complicated routines. It requires one simple movement done correctly, consistently, and with intention. Before I reveal the exact 1-minute fix, let's talk about why knee pain often feels worse in the morning or after sitting for a while. This confuses many people. They say, "If I've been resting, why does it hurt more?" The answer lies in circulation and joint lubrication. Your knees rely on movement to circulate synovial fluid, which is the natural lubricant inside the joint. When you sit too long, that fluid thickens and doesn't spread evenly. The muscles around the knee also tighten and lose coordination. So when you suddenly stand up, the joint is stiff, poorly supported, and irritated. This is why that first step can feel sharp or unstable. Now let's talk about the muscle that matters most here, the one that almost every senior neglects. It's part of your quadriceps, the large muscle group on the front of your thigh. Specifically, there is a portion of this muscle that helps keep your kneecap tracking properly as you bend and straighten your leg. When this muscle weakens, the kneecap can drift slightly out of alignment. Even a small misalignment can create significant pain over time, especially when walking downhill, climbing stairs, or getting up from a chair. Many traditional knee exercises focus on strengthening the entire leg with squats, lunges, or leg presses, While these exercises can be helpful for younger people, they often cause more harm than good for seniors with knee pain. They put too much pressure on an already irritated joint. This is why so many people try exercise, feel worse, and then give up, believing exercise is the problem. The truth is not that exercise is bad. It's that the wrong type of exercise, done at the wrong intensity, aggravates the problem. The 1-minute daily fix I'm about to share works because it isolates and gently reactivates the exact muscle your knee has been missing. It does not grind the joint. It does not require you to stand, squat, or balance. You can do it sitting down or lying on your bed. And because it restores proper muscle activation, it often reduces pain rather than increasing it, even from the very first week. Here is how it works. Sit on a chair with your back straight and both feet flat on the floor. Slowly extend one leg out in front of you until it is straight, but not locked. Now here is the key detail that most people miss. Tighten the muscle on the front of your thigh, as if you are trying to gently lift your kneecap upward. You should feel the muscle just above the knee firm up. Hold that gentle contraction for 5 seconds while breathing normally, then slowly relax and lower your foot back down. That's it. That's the movement. No weights, no jerking, no pain, just controlled activation. Now, before you dismiss this as too simple, let me explain why this works so fast. This movement restores communication between your brain and the stabilizing muscles of the knee. As we age, especially if we've been sedentary or had previous knee pain, the brain essentially stops recruiting these muscles efficiently. By holding this contraction, you are reminding your nervous system how to protect your knee joint. Over time, this improves kneecap tracking, reduces joint stress, and improves confidence in the knee, which also reduces fear-based stiffness. You only need to do this movement for 1 minute a day. That usually means about 6 to 8 slow repetitions on each leg. More is not better here. The goal is quality, not quantity. If you rush, you miss the benefit. If you force it, you irritate the joint. Slow, controlled, and pain-free is the rule. Another reason this works especially well after 60 is that it improves circulation around the knee. When you contract and relax the muscle, you help pump blood and nutrients into the joint area. This supports healing and reduces inflammation over time. Many seniors notice that their knees feel warmer, looser, and more stable after just a few days of consistent practice. Now let's talk about what not to do, because avoiding certain mistakes is just as important as doing the right exercise. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they have knee pain is avoiding movement altogether. Rest feels good in the short term, but over time it leads to weaker muscles and stiffer joints. This creates a vicious cycle where the knee hurts, so you move less, which makes it hurt even more. Gentle, targeted movement breaks that cycle. Another common mistake is pushing through pain. Pain is not a sign of progress, especially for aging joints. If an exercise causes sharp pain, swelling, or lingering discomfort that lasts hours, it's not helping you. The 1-minute fix should feel gentle and controlled. You may feel mild muscle fatigue, but you should not feel joint pain. Let's also address the issue of cartilage. Because many people are told their knee pain is due to lost cartilage, and that nothing can be done. While it's true that cartilage does not regenerate easily, pain is not directly correlated with cartilage thickness. Many people with thin cartilage have no pain, and many with decent cartilage have severe pain. What matters more is how evenly the joint is loaded. Proper muscle support distributes force more evenly, which reduces pain even if cartilage is already worn. This is why strengthening the right muscle can make such a dramatic difference. It doesn't magically regrow cartilage, but it protects what you have and prevents further irritation. In many cases, that is enough to significantly reduce or even eliminate daily pain. Now, I want to talk briefly about walking, because walking is often recommended for knee health, but it can be a double-edged sword. Walking with poor muscle support can actually worsen knee pain over time. That's why some seniors say, "I tried walking more and my knees got worse." Once you start doing the 1-minute daily fix, walking often becomes easier and more comfortable because the knee is better supported. Think of this exercise as preparing your knee for movement, not replacing movement altogether. You may also be wondering how long it takes to see results. Some people notice reduced stiffness within a few days. Others notice improved confidence and less pain within 2 to 3 weeks. Consistency is key. This is not a one-time fix. It's a daily habit like brushing your teeth. 1 minute a day is a small investment for healthier knees. Another important point is posture. Poor posture, especially slouching and forward head posture, changes how force travels through your hips and knees. While today's focus is on the knee itself, be aware that improving overall posture can further enhance the benefits of this exercise. Sitting tall while you do it helps engage the correct muscles. Let's also talk about fear, because fear plays a bigger role in knee pain than most people realize. After an episode of pain or instability, the brain becomes protective. It stiffens the joint and alters movement patterns. This protective stiffness can actually increase pain. By doing this gentle activation daily, you send a message to your brain that the knee is safe, supported, and capable. Over time, this reduces fear-based tension. I've seen countless seniors regain confidence simply by feeling their knee respond positively to this one simple movement. Confidence leads to smoother movement, and smoother movement leads to less pain. It's a powerful chain reaction. If you have arthritis, this exercise is still appropriate in most cases because it is low impact and controlled. However, the rule remains the same: no sharp pain. Mild discomfort that fades quickly is acceptable, but pain that lingers is not. Always listen to your body. Now imagine what happens when you combine this 1-minute daily fix with better awareness of how you move throughout the day. Standing up slowly, using your leg muscles instead of momentum. Avoiding sudden twisting movements. These small changes add up. Knee health is not about one dramatic intervention. It's about daily habits that protect the joint. You might be thinking, why hasn't anyone told me this before? Unfortunately, the healthcare system often focuses on managing pain rather than teaching prevention and self-care. Medications can reduce symptoms, but they don't restore function. Surgery can help in severe cases, but it should not be the first or only option. Simple, targeted movement is one of the most powerful tools you have, especially after 60. Let me emphasize something important. This 1-minute fix is not a miracle cure, but it is a foundation. Think of it as turning the lights back on in a dark room. Once the right muscles are working again, everything else becomes easier. Walking feels smoother. Standing up feels more stable. Stairs feel less intimidating. And most importantly, pain no longer dominates your thoughts. As we approach the end, let's bring this all together. Knee pain after 60 is not an inevitable part of aging. It is often a sign of weakened muscle support and poor activation. By spending just 1 minute a day reactivating the muscles that stabilize your knee, you can reduce stress on the joint, improve alignment, increase circulation, and rebuild confidence in your movement. Small actions, done consistently, create big changes over time. If you found this information valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let me know in the comments what topic you want to see next. Your knees carry you through life. Taking 1 minute a day to care for them is one of the smartest investments you can make.